There are so many questions, Barry, about where we are right now, just weeks away, of course, from the election. Every day has been a bit of a roller coaster ride. After yesterday's down day, we look like we might have an up day. Maybe we get stimulus. Maybe we don't. Maybe Biden wins. Maybe Trump wins. How do you even begin to play it right now?
Well, I would start by saying that I think one thing that we can bank on is that there will be stimulus in early 2021. And that stimulus, the way the stimulus has been constructed thus far, the magnitude of the stimulus, and the fact that the Fed is effectively monetizing it, we're very much back in the post-World War II environment where they're going to have to coordinate it with debt management. The market is absolutely convinced, and I think rightly so, that this is going to lead to reflation initially, and perhaps, depending on how long it goes, a more inflationary environment in the next business cycle. So, and you can see that in the performance of material stocks and industrial stocks. They've really been the drivers through all this stimulus is on, stimulus is off dynamic. And so I think that we're headed towards that one way or another, the magnitude of which you can debate. I would tend to think that some of the more, we'll call it hyperbolic expectations of a blue wave that leads to massive spending, probably wrong. They'll be limited by reconciliation. And I would assume that the Democrats would only hold control of the government for 2 years at most. And so if they want to do health care, they want to do stimulus, they want to do tax policy, they start to run out of room. So that should limit them to some extent. By the same token, if we wind up with a split government, and I think the race is probably a little closer than most people think because of turnout propensity differential, which still favors the incumbent. You wind up with a split government, you don't spend quite as much money. So, I would just tend to temper it and think, okay, we're still in the early stages of a recovery. The economic data has still been good. Continuing claims are falling faster than initial claims are being filed. The retail sales numbers for September made it look like any pause that we might have thought we had in August was illusory. It was simply a matter of back to school being pushed out into September. So the momentum is strong, and I think that, and the fact that one way or another we're going to wind up with additional stimulus that's monetized by the Fed.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.